looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, it's Hendricks. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. From the red zone, it's Hendricks. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. They'll try it on the ground. And the Sooners will keep this drive going.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The raindrops kept falling on his head, and he muffed it. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Handoff to the lone back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged on the outside. It's Velez. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 9 on the play. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Miami 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Pressure coming. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. And you think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that Still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play. Guys that could play up-tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Coleman.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire. That linebacker showed that there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Coming after him. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Gonna run it. It's House. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He fires it out to the right. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He wants to pass it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're trying to get to him. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Handoff from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll immediately call timeout. with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes. And that is beautiful defense, timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
I think that ball carrier, his eyes were like saucers on that one. He knew he was running that thing right into the teeth of it, and really paid the price.
On second down, he'll fire. Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
First down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. On the move is the 30. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Touchdown Sooners! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to move.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's inside the 40 and stampeding through the defense. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter. This is Oklahoma 14, Miami 7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And the Canes have this offense rolling. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
At the 5-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready? See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Here's the give off the left side. At the 15, he's loose. Delivers the contact. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! What a grab and go for the score. Boy, do they need that score. It gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Wyoming took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. and the end result was a focused group of Cowboys that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Toss to the outside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Looking for space. It's House. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's House. Stumbled to the ground. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Bulldozes him. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and you keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep your foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points.
Oh, look out! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Motion from the offense. Gonna run it. It's Hendricks. He powers his way ahead. Gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. While they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Velez. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be